Hey y'all, I'm Allie, the Show and Tell Stitcher. I'm back after about 2.5 months, which I would apologize for, except that's pretty good for me, especially these days. Just fair warning, I have my little 8-month-old baby right beside me, so there may be some jangling of toys going on, and I apologize if that's gonna be too much. Then might just have to catch it next time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's the only disclaimer. My dog might run by and jingle his collar around too, so we'll just see what happens. Okay, yeah, let's just get right into it. This is probably gonna be a long one. I might even have to like cut and come back. I don't know, we'll see. That's the other thing that keeps me from coming back so frequently is once I accumulate enough things, I'm like, oh no, this is gonna take forever to film. I don't have time to film it, and then suddenly it's 8 months later. So, oops. Okay, let's start. Okay, I finished one thing. It's slightly controversial. Sorry, it's an old Hobby Lobby kit that I bought before I even cross-stitched. I bought it when I was in high school. So I'm sorry that it's from Hoblob. Not buying. I don't even think they sell cross stitch anymore, but I don't know. Okay, anyway, it's an artiste kit called Geometric Heart. I cut off the top of it to make it fit in my binder or something. Here's the finished thing, and I mean, I suppose I'll edit my finish in there. I don't have it because I sent it to my friend Emma, who I just reconnected with. And she has started embroidering, so she's gonna send me an embroidery piece she's been working on. Really cool. That was 3,505 stitches. I'm looking down at my notebook if you see me doing that. Okay, sorry to mention Hobby Lobby. Sorry, right off the bat. Great start. Okay. Next up, okay, the day that I filmed my last video, which was I believe March 1st, I did 404 stitches on House of Fun by Long Dog Samplers, which is, you can see back there, Templar Prophecy by Long Dog Samplers, which I finished in 2021. Okay, so I am now at 11.1%. I think, I'm not even, it's only 400 stitches and there's like over 70,000 on here, so I'm not gonna do a before image because then I'm never gonna get this uploaded then if I have to edit all that in, especially for 400 stitches in the grand scheme of things. So I believe I just continued down. This is the bottom of this page. I think that was just my dog or something. I think it might be page 5. I don't like doing borders, who does? But it's a nice way to get a bunch of stitches in. Okay, is that a mistake? Oh God. That is a mistake. Oh man. Okay, well, why don't I just throw this the hell away then? Okay, no. I don't know that I'm gonna go back and fix it. If it didn't affect like this, which I don't think it did. Okay, whatever. I can figure this out later. I might not even pull that out, honestly. Like. Okay, so anyway, I did that, apparently did a counting error, and then I came up here and started the W in Welcome to the House of Fun, the words in it. So I have finished 2 whole pages. Yay. I'm not a fan of samplers, really. So I was like dreading working on this big thing and like Now I know that this is called a berry bowl. And actually it was like lovely to stitch. It was a lot of fun. So go figure. Go figure. Okay. Oh gosh, this is fun. This is, oh gosh, this is on 16 count, like, off-white beta. No, it's 18 count. Oh my gosh. My baby almost knocked over my iced coffee. Excuse me, I knew that was a risk. Just keep me on my toes. Okay, it's either, I think it's 18 count because the coverage is like really thick to the point where I was like, oh shoot, should I only do one strand? But I'm already doing two. Okay, anyway, and this is my favorite DMC color, DMC 820, the most beautiful, lovely blue ever. Okay. Let's see. Okay, next up. Okay, this is the one that I did the most on. I worked on the Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This was a gift from my husband for my birthday up to 3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. Okay, and I don't think I have a before pic of this one. My apologies, friends. But I finished the top 2 pages. I was gonna say the top half, but there's definitely like kind of a lot of negative space up here, and then the bottom half is really like quite full coverage. This started out as 28 count even weave, off-white, which I just dyed with, I think, like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna pretend to know which green it was, but yeah, it's like really close to the called for fabric, so I'm proud of myself. I think I might try my hand at dyeing again. And yeah, I was not excited to pick this one up for some reason. I don't know why. And then I just could not stop stitching on it. And I think I'd like to finish this one this year. And I was thinking about focusing on it next, but like, I'll probably, whatever, I'm skipping ahead of things, but I think I'm gonna try to do, like, really stick to seasonal stitching now. Yes, I am. And yeah, it looks really good, really good. There are only 9 colors in this and very minimal backstitch. It's really nice, really nice, really nice. Woo, okay, I've got entirely too many things pulled out in the floor all around me to be throwing everything, so I don't know if I'm gonna throw everything, but I might. This is gonna be crazy to pick up anyway. Okay, next up, okay, I don't have a stitch count for this, but it is Blackwork Starry Night by Urban Stitches. It is a full coverage color blackwork project, and the pattern for this is just the most intense pattern I've ever seen in my life. It is so wild to work on, but it's going to be amazing. This is an ongoing stitch along, so I don't have a cover photo, but just picture Starry Night. And yeah, this looks amazing. It looks amazing, like from far away too. I guess it just do be like that with like impressionism. Yeah, it looks amazing. I am so far behind already. Let's see. It started in January and it's going for 2 years. It's only May, but I am so far behind. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. The back of this looks really cool. The back of this is more full coverage than the front. But I guess that's the way it always is, I suppose. Oh my gosh, I'm like showing this like I don't know anything. But you get the picture. There's also just not much to see of that one yet. I've completed one part fully. but I'm working on like 3 or 4 different parts now. Whatever, that's 14 count white Aida with 1 and 2 strands because it calls for both. Okay, I was counting the stitches on that. You guys know how crazy I get with counting. You know, my little notebook full of tally marks. Yeah, I was counting each back stitch, and then I was like, I am wasting so much time just counting my stitches. Like, I'm just not gonna count this one. Is that maybe part of why I haven't been reaching for it? Maybe, because at this point, keeping track of how many stitches I do is another hobby all on its own. Okay, Mr. Sterling is rubbing his eyes. So I don't know, we might have to take a break soon. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So, okay, what do I want to show next? Okay, I want to show Contessa with Squid, original artwork, excuse me for rubbing my nose, by Omar Ryan. I have the now retired Heaven and Earth design rendering of this artwork, but full disclosure, like many artists in the past, I think, year or so, goodness, Omar Ryan has ended his contract with Haid because they are using so much AI art. So I can't say that I'm gonna buy anything else from Haid. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, just license actual artists. This is silly. And that's my opinion on that. Okay, let's see, what other controversies will I bring up? Only time will tell. Probably none. Okay, so here's where it was. I had put this down over 2 years, maybe over 3. I shudder to think that it's been over 3, but as you can see, I had all these hanging threads because I was like, I'm gonna park. That's the only way I'm gonna get this done. And then I had also, but what had really stopped me was, so I started doing, okay, this is, I'll show it in a moment. You'll be amazed. The big reveal. I started this 1/1 full cross on 25 count. Looks great. Coverage amazing. The black looks great. It covers everything. However, I was like, oh my god, I'm never gonna finish this. I need to switch to 2/1 half stitch, continental stitch, whatever. But then I didn't like the way that was looking, and you kind of lose some of the crispness of the details when you do half cross, which that lends itself to very like painterly looking. Like, it can look really cool, but it just, for what I'm going for with this one, just nah. But then also, honestly, the main reason that I regretted switching to 2/1 half cross was I had already cut most of my thread to a length. Oh wait. Okay. Well, yes, okay, sorry. I'm like getting confused, and you'll see why. I had cut it to the length to use it for full cross, which is cool, except the whole point of doing 2/1 half cross is, oh, I can save time by doing a loop start, and it won't be so bulky when I'm starting and stopping threads. Well, okay, and now all my threads are like, if I fold them over to do loop start, they're like this long. Like, okay, that's ridiculous. And then, so then if I was gonna do parking, I was only leaving like this much thread parked if I was doing the half crosses. So then that wasn't even, so then it was like, well, I might as well just finish all these threads. So I was lost, I was confused, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't like the way it was looking. Hey. And then I was like, well, it's still gonna take me forever even if I switch to half cross. Like, half cross doesn't mean twice as fast, it really doesn't. And then I was listening to someone who was saying that she was like, yeah, I started this project full cross, so then I did half cross, and then I switched back to full cross. And yeah, here it is. And it looked fine and you couldn't tell. So I was like, okay, I can do that too. It's fine. In my head, I had been saying, like, you already switched once. You can't switch twice. They'll know. I was telling my husband Dan about this, and we were joking around. We were like, who will know? And I was like, them. They will know. They will know. They will know. They will see it on my wall and they will know. No, they won't. And they, like, even if they know, they won't know that I switched and then switched back. Like, it's fine. It's fine. This has got such a long way to go before I would finish it anyway. Like, this ubiquitous they, whoever they are, it might even never make it to my walls for them to see and judge. But okay, all that to say, this is looking amazing. I worked in all the perked threads. I did 2,709 stitches, bringing me up to 16.97%. It's looking amazing. So I do have several pages finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have about 6 pages finished. And I did count down and do her face like years ago. And this time I did count all the way over to the right corner. And I was like, why don't I, why don't I start working my way down? Because a long time ago, I also was like, oh, let me go down to the bottom. And I did that, and I somehow didn't make it to the bottom. I accidentally did it like 1 page up from the bottom. So then I was like, oh crap, well, let me do an actual partial page on the bottom. But now I'm like, well, how do I even know that I got that right? So maybe I'll try kind of going around and down, and at least it's the bottom. Who cares about the bottom? I could crop off the bottom if I really goofed. So, oh my gosh, amazing, right? Amazing. You really can't even tell like where I switched to half cross. I say that and I'm like, I can immediately tell where I switched to half cross, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, like, I mean, you can see, I will say, I feel like the coverage is a bit more sparse, like up here in the background, but it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. I love the detail on this so much. It's so good. My husband really, I'm so sorry. I'm like so not a professional right now, but it's also spring. My nose is itchy. I bet yours is too. It's probably really itchy now that I'm saying that. But anyway, yeah, this is so amazing. My husband is like, if you finish this, you can hang it wherever you want. Well, Sterling seems to be taking a shine to it too. He's like, can't take his eyes off of it right now. Everything that I work on, you know, he's a baby, so he like grabs it. I'm like, you like this? You can have it. You can have it. Like, please take it when you're an adult and put it in your home when I'm done with it. Or I'm like, oh, you want to stitch? I'll teach you to stitch, and then we can be prolific together and stitch everything. Hey you. Are we good? Okay. So next up is Spring Fairy by Dimensions Gold Collection. We might have to take a short recess soon. Okay, Spring Fairy by Dimensions Gold Collection. To make this fit in this binder that I used to use, I cut the top out of this one too. Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. Spring Fairy, original art by Ruth Sanderson. Amazingly beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, this is my least favorite of the seasonal fairies. But then, now that I've been working on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is amazing. Like, this is my least favorite, and she's still so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's a before pic. Here's where I started. I like to touch these seasonal fairies on at least on the first day of each season. I'm not perfect. I can't always get to them. Especially like when I was pregnant and when Sterling was even younger. Like, I didn't touch Fall Fairy or Woodland Enchantress, which is my Winter Fairy. Sorry. But I was like, I can break out Spring Fairy, especially because she's the one. She doesn't have the least done. That would be Summer Fairy, but I only started Summer Fairy last year, and she had almost as much done as Spring Fairy. So Spring Fairy needed some love. I think I already showed the before. Yeah. And then here she is now, and I've done 2,812 stitches. I am going for this top, this top page finish. There we go. I mean, you can see where it cuts off, really. Yeah, I can do it. I can totally do it. I have until the end of June, right? I can do it. There is a little bit of blending filament in one of the light purples in the wing, and it's down here a bit in this. Oh, there you go, Sterling. This ribbon. And oh my gosh, this ribbon looks like a ribbon. It looks amazing. If I am feeling really ambitious, I could try to finish this page too. I say that is not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There's just no way. There's no way. But I remember I stopped working on this page and jumped up here like 2 years ago or whenever, because I was just so sick of all this like light and medium green. I love green, it's my favorite color, but not this like yucky yellow green. Blech. No, I like deeper greens, and like tealy, blue green, even like aqua sort of greens. But yeah, this is gorgeous. This tree was so ugly the whole time I was stitching it. But then, like, as soon as it was done, I was like, okay, the tree's gorgeous. The tree looks amazing. The tree looks almost photorealistic. Excuse me? So I've done some of the back stitch, just a little bit. It would be my goal to back stitch what I can from this page before I put it down and pick up Summer Fairy. Yeah, oh yeah, one other problem with this thing. Okay, what is that? I know it's her foot, but what is that? What is that? What is that? It looks like a funky mushroom and not like a cute little cottagecore mushroom. It looks like the mushroom that like people are like, it tastes like chicken. That mushroom. So I've been thinking about just kind of smoothing out the back stitching, or like using the foot shape from like maybe, I don't know, from like maybe Fall Fairy or something. Dan pointed out I could just fill this area in green and just like, oh, it's covering her foot. I don't know. What do you think I should do? I've got eons before I get to that. Oh wait, no, that's on this page, the first page I started. So I don't know, I've got eons until this will be done though. I've got plenty of time to decide. But whatever I do, I'm not doing that charted foot. That is insane. That is not. How did this pass their like quality check? Yuck. I don't know. that foot is just, that's not acceptable. That will not be displayed in my home. Okay. Apologies if your foot looks like that. That's fine, but not in this, my area of escapism. Oh my gosh, who am I? Putting this back in the bag? Okay. Being careful with my work. Okay. And then I had, yep. Okay, I had a new start. I'm proud to say it is one of the mill hills that was called for WIPGO. Oh, Allie, you're doing WIPGO? No, not really. No, not really. But anyway, Cappuccino. I was like really jonesing to start this one. I can't quite explain it, but maybe you'll know what I'm saying. This just really like gives the vibes of like early 2000s, late 90s. Like I'm picturing this up in Central Perk from Friends. This just seems like something that like my friend's mom would like have in her kitchen. It's just, it makes me very nostalgic for when I was a like little kid. Yeah. I don't know how this makes sense. I think it's all the like matte beads. Like the fact that it's not sparkly, I don't know. I don't know why that is like making me think of Friends, but it just is. Okay, oh shoot, I should have brought something to put behind this. It's nearly impossible to, I guess you can see it. Real quick. Is this a bad idea? Let's see. We'll just do this. There we go. Okay. It's looking amazing. So far on the other mill hills I've completed, I was a very good girl and I did all the full crosses. I did then the back stitching and then I did the beading. But there's actually no back stitch on this project. This is the first mill hill I've seen with no back stitch. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and do the beads like as I go. I'm trying not to put any beads on, like kind of how you do back stitching where like, so this is negative space right here. So that's okay with me that I already put these beads on, but I wouldn't want to have to like have new stitches butting up against beading that I already did. So I'm trying not to do that. But yeah, this is looking amazing. And obviously I already put the button on. Super cute. Super cute. Super cute. Yeah, I've never seen, and there are tons of beads on here. And they are matte, which is something you don't think about beads being matte. You think about them being shiny. So that's cool. Yeah. I got to a stopping point and I was like, I don't want to get burnt out. Whoop, okay, hold on. He's good. Look, we're matching in our little blue tank tops. So cute. He loves matching mommy. That's why he's smiling. Okay, be right back. Okay, I think we have a little more time. So if I didn't already say, sorry, I did 2,000, sorry I keep clicking like that. I did 2,035 stitches on here, and there's like a little over 5,000, or maybe right around 5,000 stitches total. So not quite halfway done. Here and here are the only negative spaces. The rest is completely full coverage. And there are going to be green beads in these checks, but like I said, there's other stitching that butts up against them, so I didn't do them yet. And this is not off center. There's a column that goes up like that. Did I show you the original artwork? I'm sure I did. Okay. Yeah, super cute. Okay, so that means I did, oh, just today I did, well, okay. Without counting what I'm about to show you, I did over 15,000 stitches. I didn't write it down. I just remember from like adding it all up a little bit ago. But anyway, oh gosh, Sterling's grabbing stuff that I have out. Honestly, can I have that, sir? I just don't want it to get bent. That's on me for having it out in his reach. Goodness. Okay, let's try to finish up. Okay, this morning I pulled out the Finery of Nature, Dimensions Gold. This is like pretty much the only non-full coverage Dimensions Gold that I can think of. And yeah, this was recently reprinted. It was out of print for a while and it was going for like over 70 bucks on eBay and whatnot. But then they reprinted it and you can get it for like 35, which is normal price. Yay! Okay, I was debating pulling this out because I was like, no, I want to do my page finish on Spring Fairy, or I need to finish my Mill Hill. But you know what? I think I just want to allow myself to like stitch, well, I always just stitch whatever I want. Like, I always talk to y'all about plans and then I come back and I'm like, I totally... Ahem. Okay. I always make plans, tell y'all about them, come back and act like, what plans? No. We got somebody's fuzzy little head right here. We'll see if this buys us enough time to finish. Okay. The Finery of Nature. I did 110 stitches on it this morning. And ouch, I am in the top right quadrant. And I would like to finish this quadrant. I'd like to finish these leafy borders too. I don't mind this border so much because it is my favorite color. It's that dark bluey green. Yeah. I've done a few of the French knots. These are some big juicy French knots. There's like 4 strands. Yeah, this looks amazing. Ooh. The production value of this floss tube is just through the roof. Amazing. 5 stars. Okay, anyway, yeah. I decided I can pull this out because it's springy. And yeah, I think I can finish that quadrant. It just looks so good. It looks so good, right? Oh my gosh. It looks so good. So pretty. Sterling's trying to tear my stitchy notebook. That's fine. It's just a notebook. All right. Well, I say it's fine, but I mean... Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking about, like, goals would be finish that quadrant that I'm working on for Finery of Nature, page finish on Spring Fairy, and then finish up that Mill Hill Cappuccino. Yeah. I said I wanted to do 1,000 stitches a week on Contessa with Squid so that I could get to 100,000 stitches by the end of the year, but girl, 1,000 stitches a week, that used to be like, oh yeah, my little side goal, but now it's like, okay, that's my week. That's my stitching. So I just, as much as I want to work on Contessa with Squid, I can't, I gotta pull out things that are a little easier. But now he's getting old enough that I finally do have some stitchy time to myself, either when he's occupied / after he lays down for bed at night. Okay, I'm also, when I finish this Cappuccino Mill Hill, you know, last time I briefly mentioned making a whip go board with just Mill Hill kits on it. If y'all want to help me decide from what's been called already from Whip Go which Mill Hill kit I should do next, I think that would be fun. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 5 options. We have Gingerbread Cottage. Okay, I don't even have to say it. They're all adorable. They're all gonna be adorable. They're all adorable. Next I have Aurora Borealis, which is another 5x5. That's one of the big ones. This one has glow-in-the-dark beads, so that's cool. Okay, we have Persian Pumpkin. I've already done another pumpkin from this collection. We have Love Stitching, and I already did just the one that was just called Love from this collection too. This one has Krynic, so that's cool. I don't know if that's go in the plus column or the minus column. We will see, I'll report back. And then Santa's Treats. I know I was just saying, I only want to stitch seasonally, but it's okay if you pick, well, okay, so I got like 3 winters, a fall, and then just a stitching one. So this, I guess, would be the only like seasonally appropriate one, but I don't care. I don't care. If you guys want me to do a different Mill Hill next, I don't care about that being seasonally appropriate. Yeah. Because really and truly, most of these I'm going to use as Christmas ornaments, so. Okay, I was thinking about showing stash acquisitions, and then I was like, sorry, I'm looking down at my notebook. Sterling didn't totally destroy it. Okay, I was thinking of showing like acquisitions for like the whole past year, because I just, you know, I hadn't really been making floss tubes for the past year, and I didn't buy as much as I used to buy, because ever since having Sterling, never more in my life have I been more aware of my own mortality. I don't think we have time to do acquisitions. I was just gonna say, I'm thinking about doing a floss tube extra just of acquisitions. I think I will. Maybe in a few days. See you in 8 months. Okay, no, I think I'll do stitchy acquisitions. It's all kits because that's what I stitch. But gosh, it's so hard to say goodbye even though I literally have to go. Yes, Sterling needs me. Oh yeah, if you want to let me know which Mill Hill I should do next. And hopefully I'll see you soon for an acquisitions video. Okay. Sorry. We can talk on Instagram if you want to show me what you were working on while you're stitching or anything like that. Yeah, okay, bye.